What a day. I never expected it. We've had such a dry season and I wasn't sure where to go. All these, and thanks for tuning into Indian Trace. And these are some of the nice ones up top that we'll get to. But I want to do a cleanup. I don't get to do a cleanup that often. The lighting is good. Just this afternoon here, just take about 10 minutes to do a quick cleanup. This right here is, to me, a great day. And it's not a day out. I don't have no day to walk. You know, I have an hour, hour and a half, or whatever to walk, and so this is just stellar. These points down across the bottom, as we get a good close look at these are going out in the fountain. These artifacts, and I have a lot out on my koi pond, and the spectrum of rocks out there is just awesome. But I just wanted to show you some of the really great stuff that today held, just in terms of antiquities and artifacts. Nice stuff. A lot of you guys out there, when you look at a piece, you're going to know what it would have been. You know, Guilford Yumas, another type of Guilford base, possibly Guilford Yuma. A little bit of Big Sandies. Just basic field points, something they were working on, probably throwing it away. Another piece of rhyolite and what have you. These were pieces that I'm going to pass on that some of you guys that work rock out there might be able to do something with. This is a scraper. It was so dirty out there that you couldn't see anything. Indeed, worked throughout the full edge. I don't know if the focus is working, doing me justice. But just a nice quartz scraper and a piece here that they were working on in terms of rhyolite. Telltale, pretty thick. Probably a couple of you can do some stuff with this rock out there, so someday I'll just send it on its way. These right here, in terms of cleanup, these are going to go on their way. Somebody's going to want something out there just from eastern North Carolina, just to be able to share some really just great artifacts. I mean, look at this Guilford. Look at this thing. Can you imagine that? Nice piece. No doubt about it. Just missing a little on the tip. And I have so many nice Guilfords, so I'm going to just give somebody that. And some nice pieces right here that I found today. Really happy to find these notch points. This is not broken. It's just worked off on the edge. This is just missing a tip right here. Still a really nice artifact. Marl Mountain type of point. And then another, just stem point right here. Just good stuff. Now look at these. A couple heartbreakers. I mean, they speak for themselves right there. Imagine them. Now, what I'm just so happy for. Now, I'm always happy if I find two that I'm going to keep, or two display points or what have you. Another Guilford was one of the first points, and it's on film. I won't take too much time with that. Found that today. With all the rest, this was one of the last points I found today. Just a really nice piece. Look at this piece. A little bit of a bifurcated base. That is a nice arrowhead right there. Any day. A little bit of quartz today. In a lot of these, they'll find their place. There's only about 2 of these, maybe 3 of these that I'm going to add to my display case, if you will, my display stuff. Bifurcated point right there, nice one, I'll add that one. And of course this little quartz Guilford, and then a nice little stellar point right here. So out of these here, I'll probably add 2, 3. But that right there, I just wanted to make a cleanup just to show you all together, It was soft turn, just so they, sort of straightened up the aisles and dressed up the dirt, and then we had a good rain, so I figured I'd go ahead and try it again. I have been there since, where I found one broken piece. Now look at this. All this, same amount of time, compared to going out there and maybe finding this alone. So you just don't ever know, and I would tell everybody, if at first you don't succeed, just try again. Thanks for tuning in. That's Indian Trace.